They appear to be somewhat below any area where strangulation could be involved. They're below the collar line. They seem to be collarbone level. And the testimony seems to bear out that this was a very quick and chaotic incident. So Your Honor, I think that's the element for strangulation has not been met to a probable cause standard.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I believe the testimony is sufficient for proving probable cause. The testimony in this case by the witness.
Watch your step on the incline ramp. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth today? Have a seat right here. Was that a yes? All right. Settle in the chair. When you're ready, Mr. Muhammad.
Mr. Kitchens, can you please state your full name for the record and spell it?
Captain Michael Kitchens. B-I-N-M-I.
Thank you. And sir, if you can just speak a little bit louder so the microphone can pick up what you're saying. Okay. Thank you. Sir, I'm going to take you back to the date of February 12, 2026. Were you at or near the location of Inkster and Ecorse Road?
Yeah, right.
Is that located in the city of Romulus, County of Wayne?
Yeah.
And what were you doing at or near that location?
I was in the middle lane turning about to go on the freeway.
And were you inside of a vehicle at this time?
Yes.
And who were you inside of the vehicle with?
My nephew, Austin Kitchens.
And where in the vehicle were you seated?
I was the driver.
And you indicated that you had been with your nephew, Austin Kitchens?
Yeah.
Do you see that individual here in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Can you please point to that individual and point out an article of clothing that person is wearing?
A white, a tan and brown, black shirt.
Noted for the record.
And did something happen between you and your nephew on that day in that vehicle at that location?
Yeah.
What happened?
We're arguing, and all of a sudden he just choked me.
And can you describe for the judge how he choked you?
He coughed and just went like this.
And Your Honor, please let the record reflect that the witness grabbed his hand in a manner consistent with choking with one hand and he took it to his neck. Can you demonstrate to the judge?
Went like that.
One-handed only.
Um,
Noted for the record. Counsel, could you see? I'm sorry.
like that.
Oh, thank you.
And what did he do when he placed his hand around your neck?
Started choking me.
And did you have trouble breathing at that point?
Yeah.
How long was he choking you for?
Couple seconds, I can't put how.
And did you sustain any injuries based on that action by the defendant?
Fire.
Did you develop any red marks around your neck?
Yeah.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Sure.
Sir, I handed you what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit number 1 and number 2. I'd like you to take an opportunity and review those two exhibits. Do you recognize those photos or the contents within those photos?
Yeah.
And what does it appear to be? An exhibit number 1 and an exhibit number 2.
Red marks.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
With red marks.
And is that a fair and accurate depiction of the marks you had sustained on the day in question as a result of the defendant's conduct?
Yes.
Do those exhibits 1 and 2 appear to be altered or manipulated in any way?
No.
Your Honor, at this time I move into evidence People's Proposed Exhibit number 1 and 2.
Ms. Atwell? Those will be admitted. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'd like to publish the court. Sir, you indicated that you had trouble breathing. At any point during the choking, did you lose consciousness?
No.
And did you ask him to stop?
From that, I think he just let go.
So what did you do when he was choking you? What were you doing?
I was just stunned.
I'm sorry?
I was stunned.
Done with what?
No, I was stunned that he was choking me.
And at any point, did you feel in fear?
A little bit.
Okay, what were you feeling in fear of?
That he's crazy.
Do you know why he was choking you?
Because we're arguing.
Did he make any statements to you while he was choking you?
I really don't remember. Have to go back.
Did you contact the police? Why?
Because of what he did.
And what is it exactly that he did from your point of view?
So he,
Did you sustain any additional injuries besides what you testified to?
no,
You received treatment at the hospital?
none.
Nothing for you. Thank you.
Ms. Edgewell, you're a witness.
Questions? I just want to get some clarity on the timeline first. This happened on what date?
February, I don't know what day. Wherever he said, February,
In February. What time of day?
it was at nighttime.
Night. And what time of night?
If I would guess, I would say maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I know it was like, probably like, my house at like 3:46, 4 something, for a job.
I'm sorry, you said at 3:30?
4:46.
Is that AM or PM? AM. So this is happening probably 3 AM, 4 AM?
Yeah.
And where is your house?
Around the top of this road.
And you stated that you were driving, that's heard, right?
Oh, I was in the lane, turning.
So you were in motion, no,
No,
what kind of car is this that you're in?
you know, so that's anything.
Is that your vehicle?
No,
Whose vehicle is that?
company your calls.
What company?
I work for Generations
That's a vehicle, correct?
for,
So you are in the driver's seat, right? You say you're in the vehicle, it was correct. And then Austin is in the passenger seat.
for,
You stated that he reached over with his right hand,
I believe so.
so he would have had to be fully turned.
Right.
So he had to fully turn.
Yeah, his back was against that or
His back was against the dashboard. So he was out of his seat,
not out of it, like forward to it.
and you went to a gas station after this.
Got pulled into the gas station.
Did you do anything at the gas station other than have Austin in the vehicle?
No, it's weird.
You then called somebody.
Yeah.
And you went to another location, finish the run.
Yes.
Where did you go after?
On the police station.
Oh, I'm sorry, let me clarify. What location was that you went to?
To the pickup, are you talking?
And is that where you went?
Where did you go from the gas station?
What's that?
Where did you go from the gas station?
Oh.
Where did you go after that?
My job, I had to the speed.
And where was that seat?
I don't know what city it was, but it was like maybe 30 minutes away.
And then you went to the police station, right?
Correct.
What time was it when you made it to the police station?
I was far,
Is it still dark out? Was the sun coming out in the hall?
like probably 5:36.
You spoke to the officers, right?
Correct.
And the pictures that have been submitted to evidence, did you take those yourself? No.
Um,
What time did they take?
I around the same time I got there. 3, 4, and they,
And they had to go out to the car to take those pictures?
no, it was no police station. And that's, I think one of you that,
Yeah, the best you can. There you go.
They're both there, 1 and 2.
So, can I,
no, that's why it is.
may I?
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you exhibits 1 and 2 again. These photos, exhibits 1 and 2. Did you take these?
Yeah,
When did you take those?
I took them right after him.
Thank you. So you took those yourself, right?
He told me to send them to them.
And you took. And then other pictures were taken at the police station later.
Correct.
Sounds like about an hour later,
They-
about that. Did you communicate with anybody about this afterwards?
What do you mean?
Did you talk to anybody about this incident afterwards? And have you talked to anybody else about it since?
Not really.
Before the situation in the car, you had communicated with Austin that night, right? And you registered him.
I agree. Upset.
I'm going to object. I don't see how that's relevant as to the allegation of whether or not the defendant committed assault with intent to do great bodily harm. This is, I think, her question even phrased prior to the vehicle incident, so I just don't see how that's relevant to this case.
Response?
John, I think how the parties were behaving and arguing the same night of an assault accusation is quite relevant.
I'll allow it.
So before you picked up Austin, you had communicated, right?
Yeah,
And you're saying you said him.
at the time, I was upset when Austin, before he came over. Austin was late, 30-something minutes. First time I was on the job, that was unacceptable. I would yell at someone in the car. I would yell at him. I was yell at him on my fault.
So you were irritated, angry, frustrated by the time Austin said, right?
Little bit, but not angry, you know.
And did you leave him any voicemails or voice notes before?
Probably,
And did you characterize yourself as upset when you sent those?
yeah,
So you were angry before he got in the car.
yeah. Upset. Great.
And you two were arguing in the car, right? You say this all happened pretty fast, right?
Yeah,
And it was a big deal. Is that fair?
yeah.
One moment. I have nothing for anything.
Very briefly, Your Honor. Sir, in regard to those two exhibits that were published to you earlier, the red marks inside of those exhibits, did they exist prior to the incident with your, or did it happen as a result of the incident with your nephew?
The result of the incident.
And what specifically, was it the choking?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. And the second thing is on cross-examination, defense counsel had asked you some questions in relation to the exact date of this incident.
yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but we can't recall with certainty.
I can,
With certainty?
yes,
And on the day in question, did you write a witness statement?
yeah,
Do you believe having an opportunity to review that witness statement would help refresh your memory as to the exact date of this incident?
yes.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
Sir, I'd like you to review that document, and once your memory's been refreshed to the exact date of this incident, let me know.
You both want to.
Thank you. Nothing further.
1 and 2.
Sure.
Mr. Kitchens, you and the prosecutor just spoke about the red marks on your. And, you stated you didn't see those marks before this incident, right?
Yeah,
And had you been looking at your neck prior to this incident?
no, I'd rather look at my neck, tired.
And that's, it's going to seem like a bit of a silly question, but bear with me. What were you, wearing that?
Actually, the shirt,
After were you wearing a tie?
yeah,
And
but no, I don't have the first one button on time. That's what you're going with.
Don't anticipate, just wait for the question.
so you were wearing a collared shirt with a necktie.
Yes.
And that is got up to about the same point on your neck, so above the collarbone and halfway up the neck.
Well, like right here.
Is that fair? It wasn't unbuttoned a lot. And the photographs, exhibit 1 and 2, the red markings across the are then below the collar line, if we're to show them, right?
I have it. Yeah.
And so the marks are below the collar line of that shirt? And you're pulling down the shirt to show them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So they're actually somewhat below the neck, that fair?
yeah.
Sorry, thank you. Nothing further.
So you step down, watch your step on the incline ramp. Any other witnesses, Mr. Mohammed?
No, thank
Any defense witnesses?
No.
Ready for argument.
you. Only reflected a question of fact to the trial that we're going to reserve any response to this evening.
Your Honor, defense is asking that the court deny bind over. I don't believe that its elements for strangulation have been met. The exhibits provided by the people, in my opinion, is questionable whether there are really distinct red marks, but saying that there are, they appear to be somewhat below any area where strangulation could be involved. They're below the collar line, they seem to be collarbone level. And the testimony seems to bear out that this was a very quick and chaotic incident. So Your Honor, I think that's the element for strangulation has not been met to a probable cause standard.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I believe the testimony is sufficient for proving probable cause. The testimony in this case by the witness was that he had trouble breathing. So not only did the defendant in this case choke the victim, but it was to the point where the victim had trouble breathing. And not just that, we have two exhibits that demonstrate the amount of force that was used that left red marks on this individual, the victim's neck. So I believe at this point, what's been established is probable cause, and so I'm going to request for a binding.
Thank you. I agree. Probable cause is a low standard. I think it's been met today. AOI date is going to be the 21st at 9 a.m. Bond will be continued. I wish you luck downtown, sir. Anything else? Oh, Mr. Kitchens, last time you and I saw each other, I told you I'd talk to you today about the money you owed us. Are you in a position to get some kind of payment plan on that $276?
So I don't,
Can you make some kind of commitment? So much per month?
20 hours a week, maybe.
Yeah, but that means you're coming in every week.
This courtroom moment shows how quickly a family dispute can turn into a serious criminal allegation. What started as a late-night argument inside a car suddenly became a case about choking, breathing restriction, and possible felony assault. In court, the judge didn't need to decide guilt yet, only whether there was probable cause for the case to move forward. And because the testimony described choking and visible marks on the neck, that low legal standard was met. Now the case continues to the next stage, where the evidence will face even closer scrutiny. But here's the real question. Was this truly an act of violence or a chaotic moment blown out of proportion?